Hi everyone, and welcome to Tarot for You 444. I'm doing an audio today because I've had a few little technical issues, and I've tried to bring you this message a few times, so I want to get it out as quickly as I can. So that, I don't know, I think Harry's messing with it, he does this sometimes. He gets a little bit, I don't know, he gets in his ego sometimes. He's trying very hard to not. So I'm just going to bring you an audio today, but this is a twin flame reading, and I think it's going to be very helpful. So the first thing I want to say is that if you're feeling any particular emotion at this time, okay, if you're feeling, not settled in some way, I want you to understand that your connection to source, whoever you believe in, whoever that is for you, whether that's God or Allah or Buddha or some spiritual energy or creation, okay, how you feel about something is your disconnection to source, okay? So I don't want you to blame the thing that you're not getting or that you're not wanting or that you're not, that hasn't manifested for you. I want you to come back into the energy of understanding that whenever you feel a certain way, whether that's sadness or loneliness or unhappiness, I'm not talking about clinical diagnosis of depression and anxiety here. That's another topic. But if you're feeling disconnected in any way, it's because you're lacking a connection to source or spirituality. Okay, because if you come into the energy in agreement with source, then you'll never, I won't say never need anything else, but I'll say that you will be fulfilled in the spiritual sense. And so, when you're in separation from your divine feminine or masculine, it'll make your life a lot easier knowing that you still have this connection to source energy, whether that's God, Allah, Buddha, whoever that is for you. Okay, so I want you to understand that when you do this, when you bring yourself into connection, back into connection with source energy, then you will feel better. Other ways to feel better might be to have a nice long bath, might be to put some of your favorite music on, might be to go out in the garden or read that favorite book or call that friend. Okay, so even doing a hobby that you love or starting, some sort of business that you love. Okay, that's a great way to feel good every day. And also don't forget your physical part of yourself needs to be healthy. All right, so if you're putting crap inside of your body, you're going to feel like crap. I know that sounds like an obvious thing, but some people are still eating unhealthily all of the time. All right, so your body can only function properly when it's got good clean food. All right, that includes the water source that you're drinking from, and that includes whatever you're putting into your mouth. So I would suggest that if you're not looking after yourself, please start to come into that higher vibration. And I'll get started now with the twin flame reading. It's lovely to have you with me from wherever you're from in the world. I wish you love and peace from Australia today. And the first energy we have now is this secretive energy, this feeling of there's an illusion here. What aren't I seeing? Okay, this is a coming from divine feminine more correctly here. She feels like there's something that she's missing here. And for some of you whose divine masculine hasn't been around, you're definitely feeling as though, there must be something going on. If he's not coming in, what's going on? If he's not talking to me, what's going on? Where is he? I don't know where he is. And for those of you who aren't in complete separation and he's just coming in intermittently, you're also feeling like there's something a little bit going on that you don't know about. Okay, divine feminine, I'm just having a sip of cocoa quickly, but you're trying to keep your eye on yourself. You're trying to keep your eye on the resources or perhaps the business plans, or, you know, just basically doing you. And that's great. For many of you, you have a spiritual practice. You are also, you know, you're looking to God, looking to Allah, looking to Buddha, looking to source energy, and that's where you're gaining your strength from. Okay, that's where your pure energy, source energy comes from, and I'm congratulating you now for that. But you still feel like there's something being hidden behind the veil. Divine Masculine feels and knows he's being slow in terms of love. He also knows that this is the connection of a lifetime and that he loves his Divine Feminine very, very much. He sees her as being trapped in her own mind. He sees her as overthinking, and he sees her in the recent past as, you know, imprisoning herself. All right. He's coming up as the King of Cups in reverse, though, which means that, you know, he's lacking a little bit of love right now. He's actually needing a little bit of love right now. For some of them, they have got this depression energy and they're feeling low. And so that's why they're not coming in as often if they're not coming in. In the thinking space for Divine Feminine, she feels as though she wants to celebrate. But there could be a third party situation here on either side, and it's not being talked about. It's not being talked about. So if he's with someone or she's with someone, you know, this is very rarely being brought up. And so it becomes, I'm not going to say a secret affair, but it's sort of like that. It's sort of like, well, you know, we both know what's going on here. We both are in love with one another. However, there is this person, this place, or this situation in the way of the connection. And it's kind of like the elephant in the room. You know, it's not being talked about even though it's there, and it's the most massive thing that keeps them apart. You know, it could be more than one thing. It could be up to 3 different things. There might be children here. There might be, you know, locality differences here, culture differences here, family influences here as well. Divine Masculine is thinking that he needs to recompense or give back to some people he owes money to or resources to. You know, perhaps he owes a favor here and there. And so he's getting those things done. You know, perhaps he, I don't know, he's just got some jobs that he had to, for some reason I'm seeing painting and fixing a house, or, you know, it's like this thing that he has to do. But Divine Feminine is always on his mind. For some of them in the depression energy, and this is like, you know, maybe 3 or 4 who are listening today are drinking alcohol and doing that too much. So I'm just putting that out there. That's not all Divine Masculines, that's just a few. So that needs to stop. That's a self-sabotaging behavior. Okay? That's a I'm not coping kind of behavior. All right, so in the feeling space for Divine Feminine, she's feeling like she perhaps hasn't got enough money, as much money as she'd like. She's trying to plan, you know, for that, and she's also feeling a little bit unlucky in terms of love, and other things too. You know, she's just not as vibrant. She's not as, I mean, she's being loving and she's being independent, but it's like there's this thing missing. And for her, it's definitely, I'm feeling intimacy, the touch, the feeling, the love, the, you know, being able to hold one another. Okay. That's in the feeling space. In the feeling space of the Divine Masculine is, I know I'm in love with her. I know I want to get to her. I know she's my complete wish fulfillment. So that's how he's feeling. He's feeling like he wants to bring this in, but he's still got these things that he needs to do. In the action space for Divine Feminine, some of you haven't been sleeping well. Some of you are feeling quite sad and lonely. Some of you are feeling wounded. And so you are trying to come out of this energy. You're trying to come out of this energy of feeling stagnant. And this is where we come back to that topic at the beginning. You know, what is your connection with Source? Where do you come from? Who do you belong to? You know, that's where you're going to get your energy from. The people and places and situations around you will perhaps drain your energy, but your source, your God, your Allah, your Buddha, your whoever you believe in can give you strength at this time, especially if you're in that waiting energy. Okay, we don't want to be in the waiting energy. We want to come out of that and be in the independent, loving, you know, I'm okay regardless of whether he comes in or not, I'm okay. And we want to be better than okay. We don't just want to be okay. All right? That's very important. In the action space of divine masculine, he's coming. Okay, for some of them, they're coming into this money. They're getting their money together. They're getting ready to communicate very soon and quickly. They miss divine feminine an awful lot. If they haven't been able to come in, they miss her an awful lot. An awful lot. They really, and as I was just looking at the time, it was 11:11. They really do miss her a lot. All right, so we've got a couple of cards just wanting to come out now for divine masculine. This is what he wants to say to you, divine feminine. For some of them, they've been unwell. They're trying to bring themselves back into wellness. They will be okay. They're trying to overcome a sickness. For some of them, they've had hard times within their family, and they want you to know that this is definitely an unbreakable bond between each other that will last forever, is what the card says. A love and understanding between two people. You know, we are meant to be. We've got the magician energy here in reverse. You know, he's been trying to manifest this for a very long time. He's on the right path. He's doing the right things. Okay. He's wanting to bring this offer in again. We have the Page of Cups here. This is a very gentle, caring, loving offer. This is someone who wants to propose. This is someone who wants to apologize for not coming in. Some divine masculines are feeling disillusioned by the world around them at the moment. Spirit are saying that, you know, everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Just stay on the path. Have your connection to source energy. For some of them, they're gaining qualifications at work. They may even get a promotion. And the last message is that this bad luck cycle, you know, if any of the divine masculines have, you know, perceived there to be a bad luck cycle with regards to work, this is going to change. And it's going to change in the summertime. Okay. There may also be a male child around them that they're helping, or for some of them they do have a boy, you know, like a child already. Divine feminine, you are trying to come out of this energy, this hermit energy, this hanged man energy, you know, trying to be free, trying to feel free, despite divine masculine. You're really, really trying to come into this knowing that they're coming. You know, perhaps they've got to travel to you. Perhaps they can't travel because of the restrictions at the moment. But you're holding on to this for dear life. This idea that it's going to happen, and this beginning of prosperity, this security and stability. This, you know. The universe is on my side. And for some of you're trying to sort of manifest this and think of it like that, and then you're coming back into the fear and the doubt, going, oh, maybe he's never going to come in. And so I want to invite you to not do that. I want you to close your eyes and imagine that he's with you already. You know, if he was to walk into your house today, let's say, you know, is everything right? Is everything right with you? Would everything be, you know, not in a materialistic way, but would you be ready to greet him? And if not, why not? Let's get you to that point, divine feminine. Okay, do you need to, I don't know, rearrange your house or your furniture to make it the way you want it? Do you need to start an exercise plan? Do you need to eat better? Do you need to be more organized within your business? Do you need to take more time out for you? What do you need to do for him to come in? You know, if he was going to come into your house today, I don't know, let's say he lives in Russia and he's going to come across the world and rock up on your doorstep and you've got 12 hours, what would you change? What would you fix about yourself and the environment where you live? Okay. Because if you're going to come into that manifestation ability of, you know, he's here, I feel like he's here, you know, that law of attraction thing, you want to be able to actually have the environment around you that he would come into and love. Okay, so you want to change not only your own vibrational state within, but the vibrational state around you. So, you know, what is there around you that you want to get rid of? Are there people, places, and situations you need to get rid of? Do you need to have a daily prayer practice or a meditation practice? Do you need to eat better? Do you need to, I don't know, actually clean your house? I think that one's for me. You know what I mean? So, you know, a great idea is, you know, on Monday, I do the washing. On Tuesday, I clean the kitchen. On Wednesday, I do my business. You know what I mean? So you can actually have a plan of action about how you're going to be. All right. So divine masculine still may not be coming in for a lot of you. We're getting this juggling too much energy with the money as well. You know, some of them are coming into money, some of them are struggling with money. That's very interesting. But he can feel you in the fifth dimension, right? He can feel you there telepathically. He knows that you're there. He feels, you know, as if you're his lucky charm, right? And he loves you with all of his heart. There was this definite, beautiful feeling. He loves you with all of his heart. Okay, we're just going to get some soul messages now before I go. Soul messages before I go. Okay. Divine Feminine says, when you get mad at me, I feel uncomfortable. And then she says, could you send me healing when you meditate or pray? Pray, please, not play. I love you so much, I want to cry, she says. He says, I fantasize about your curves a little bit too much. Then he says, look around you right now. That thing you see is a reminder from me. Then he says, do you think you might understand? Read that book that's close by to you. He also says, the next song you hear is a message from me. Lots from Divine Masculine. All I want to do is massage your soft skin. Tell me your favorite food when we communicate next. He then says, sometimes I think about how beautiful you are. I long to touch and kiss you. Please tell me you love me in our next communication together. His last message from his soul is, I feel emotionally blocked right now. Can you send me a message? So take what resonates for you, everyone. Harry says hi. I love you all very much. If you want a private reading with me, don't forget my email is in the description box below. The Ascension package is still going well. I have got a lot of people doing this, coming into union with themselves first and foremost. And some of them are coming into union, actually more than some. A lot are coming into union with their divine masculines, and we're seeing unions coming in. So if you're interested in the Ascension package, also just let me know by contacting my email, and I will see you very soon in the next video. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world, and I'm sending you love and peace from Australia. Bye everyone. Bye.